A funeral on the northeast side of Indianapolis ended tragically today when a guest was shot and killed in the parking lot of the church. Happened near 25th and Ralston shortly before 12:30 this afternoon. Our Logan Gay shares why the pastor of that church says they're still feeling hopeful.
Pastor Myron Duff is still processing what happened at his church, Oasis of Hope, while he was memorializing a woman at her funeral.
Right around the time we had the final viewing, we heard some commotion outside and noticed, and that's when the situation had taken place.
IMPD officers say the disturbance they heard in the church parking lot led to a man being shot and killed. Duff says he later found out the victim was the son-in-law of the woman being remembered.
My intention was to comfort a family who had lost a loved one. And so my initial reaction for me was shock and hoping that it wasn't as bad as it was.
He says everyone inside the building was safe thanks to the safety protocols the church has in place.
But once again, the threat was kind of presented, we were able to at least secure the safety of others. So that was our main concern once we realized what happened.
IMPD officers that responded call it disheartening that something like this would happen while there are people already inside grieving another loss of life.
Nobody should have to, number one, suffer the loss of a loved one. But to think that we had an act of violence here at a funeral, that someone could not understand how to resolve that conflict resolution that we always talk about, and let cooler heads prevail and just walk away.
As Pastor Duff prepares his Sunday sermon, he says his church is not going to let this tragedy rob them of their gratefulness.
It was clear that Satan might have found his way to try to create some kind of division either with us or with the community. But what ended up happening is we've even gotten closer. So God is even faithful in this situation.
Police are speaking with a person of interest and don't believe there's any further danger to the public, but they are still asking for anyone with any type of information to come forward as they continue to investigate.
Logan also tells us no word yet on the motive behind that shooting at the church. As we learn more, of course, we'll share it with you on air and online at WTHR.com.